If you're running a service company, you've thought about ditching the clipboards and going mobile. So what's holding you back? Let me guess. Money. The costs of mobile devices and enterprise software add up. As a business owner, you need to make sure you're getting your money's worth before making these major purchases. So let's take a quick look at some of the ways iFleet saves you money. The average worker burns through 10,000 sheets of paper a year, each of which costs about 3 cents to print. That means each of your workers incurs $300 in paper costs every year. Once you start printing this many forms, you're going to need a place to put them. Each of your employees generates enough paperwork to fill one drawer of a filing cabinet every year. Cabinets can cost as little as $150, meaning each drawer is worth $37.50. Altogether, this brings the total yearly paper costs associated with each of your employees to $337.50. Right away, iFleet all but eliminates this figure, replacing your work orders with digital forms and substituting comprehensive network service histories for your filing cabinets. But the biggest savings come from the time recouped. Let's look at how iFleet will help eliminate waste throughout the workday. iFleet lets techs clock in at home, download their work orders, and head straight to their first job. This lets them spend less time fighting traffic and putzing around the office in the morning. Conservatively, we'll say this saves 10 minutes a day. The Smart Service Scheduler can be used to generate optimized service routes for each technician. Even if you're already using GPS, it's safe to assume this automation can save techs 5 minutes of prep a day. Nothing is quite as frustrating as showing up to a job, only to discover you don't have the right parts and tools to get it done. With iFleet, equipment information and service histories make sure you're always prepared for the task at hand. Cut out one trip back to the office or hardware store, and that's at least 30 minutes back in your pocket. If you need to reference a customer service history, that usually means you have to call back to the office to have the staff there dive through some filing cabinets. If these conversations set your progress back 10 minutes a day, that's 10 minutes iFleet's customer service histories could save. After a job is done, the paperwork begins. Call up a form, and iFleet will automatically populate a good chunk of your customers' contact data. If this saves 5 minutes a form, and a tech fills out even 3 forms a day, that's an easy 15 minutes back in the bank. With iFleet, completed paperwork can be synced back to the office from the field. Let's ignore the fact that technicians would normally have to return to the office to hand-deliver completed work orders. The simple fact that they don't have to mess with data entry or physically filing forms will easily save techs a good 10 minutes of time daily. On the other side of things, office staff no longer need to waste their time hand-entering information from hard-to-read or illegible work orders. Instead, they'll get updated digital paperwork moments after field technicians sync their progress. This will mean some monumental time savings for your administrative team. But let's keep our math focused on field technicians. Clearly legible digital work orders should save techs at least 10 minutes of clarifying their work every day. If you have an emergency work order that needs dispatched, iFleet can do it instantly. If this lets your company save a confusing phone call or hurried trip back to the office, that's another 15 minutes liberated. Add everything up, and you're looking at 105 minutes of time saved a day per technician. If your tech makes $20 an hour, that's $35 of payroll a day that can be reallocated from tedious administration to on-site revenue-generating job production. $35 a day works out to $175 a week, $729 a month, or $8,750 a year. That total becomes $9,087 once you factor in the paper cost saved. Remember, that figure is per technician. Don't think that number is realistic? Don't worry, you don't have to settle for our word. See iFleet in action for yourself by requesting a free demonstration today.